Hello. Bit of a shaky cam. I have to apologise up front. My voice has seemed to have left my body today. I've actually, just before I've gone live with this video, sprayed some numbing stuff at the back of my throat. So, I don't know, some of my throat feels numb. So I thought that might help with my voice for a little bit. So welcome to my channel. This is Glen. My name's Glenn, and I'm trying to vlog my cryptocurrency journey as I go through it and obviously share it with you guys. I'm not trying to shill anything or promote anything in particular. It's just my experiences that I'm sharing with you guys. And some of you have obviously joined me on that journey. Some of you are just watchers, spectators. Some of you seem to hate me. But generally, the community has been really good. You can join us over on Telegram, the Telegram group chat, which is down below. That's how a lot of the guys here that you'll see that join in with this video chat, we all communicate through the Telegram group chat. If not, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, all with the name Glen. But anyway, that's enough of my promoting myself. Today I just wanted to talk about, BP says hey Glenn, and Dean says oi oi. Just wanted to talk about, I've been chatting with someone today about cryptocurrency. I had a really good conversation with someone for a couple of hours actually about cryptocurrency, and we were discussing about, you know, what's going to happen in the future with cryptocurrency, which you know, Jimmy says hello dude. Thanks for joining, everyone. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and also if you're new to the channel, click the subscribe button down below for more videos from myself. We were discussing the concept of altcoins and, if you like, shitcoins. Yeah, so obviously my thought process recently has changed. When I first got into cryptocurrency, as I'm sure maybe a lot of other viewers watching this video may feel the same, that it was all about Bitcoin. You know, buy Bitcoin, hold on to it, don't let it go, you know, hold on for dear life, all that sort of stuff. But then obviously, as Bitcoin has dropped in value and other coins have gone up in value, Bitcoin's stagnated a bit. Sometimes they all follow suit with Bitcoin. Actually, that is most of the case. If Bitcoin goes up a bit, the altcoins follow. So therefore, you could say, is there profit to be made in holding on to shitcoins and altcoins and stuff like that? So my thought process has slightly changed from when I first got into cryptocurrency, which, again, if you feel that that's how your thought process has been, please comment down below or send me a message. I'd love to hear other people that are going through similar experiences as me. So that's where I've been the last few weeks. But having a discussion today, we were talking about if the price of Bitcoin at some point increases rapidly. So say it's worth 7,000 now, and say it steadily goes up to 8, 9, 10,000, whatever the figure may be. At some point, there's going to be a massive influx. So we're talking, you know, like it tripling or double, you know, quadrupling within a very short period of time. And then obviously it will stay at that level or have a bit of a dip, but then it will be up. So just for example's sake, and I'm not saying this will happen, let's say Bitcoin goes from 10k to 50k. And then there'll probably be a drop off. It'll probably go back down to, say, 30k. But obviously that 30k is still 3 times higher than where it is now, if you see what I mean. Now, this is the interesting point, because I think a lot of people do feel that that will happen at some point. I don't think we're going to have this, you know, steady rise up to figures like that. Generally, in the history of Bitcoin, as Tom Lee mentioned in his last interview with CNBC, he said that if you look historically over the last few years, Bitcoin has generally had its best days within a whole year period over the course of 10 days. So you could hold on to Bitcoin for a whole year, but it's only 10 days where it massively increased in value. The rest of the time it's sort of, you know, done that, but there's that one day where it shoots up massively in price. Dean says, Bitcoin cannot be hacked. It is the best. It's the best. The best. Nothing's going to hold Bitcoin down. So if that's the case, let's say that happens in 2018. We're going to have 10 days where Bitcoin's going to massively shoot up in price. Obviously, we don't know what them days will be. So to cover yourself, you should hold on to Bitcoin all the time. But obviously, at the moment, we're at this stage where obviously we're investing in shit coins, altcoins. We're trading them against each other. People are cashing out for Tether. People are cashing out for British pounds or US dollars, and then buying back in once Bitcoin goes up a bit. And I've said ages ago, it feels like we're in a little game amongst ourselves. Let's say there's 100,000 people that are in cryptocurrency, all in total. That's the whole world, yeah? 100,000 people. Obviously, we have this market cap at the moment of between 300 to 400 billion. And really, all we're doing is we're cashing in and buying against ourselves. We're not getting one over on new people, or it's, you know, that's just the game I feel that we're in, the bubble that we're in. So if Bitcoin was to shoot up massively in price, so we see this, you know, massive influx in price over a couple of days, is Bitcoin going to go up too fast for you to sell your shit coins, your altcoins? And the same for me. Obviously, you guys all see my portfolio because I share it in the Telegram group chat, which I invite you to join if you want to keep track of my portfolio. Not that at the moment, I'm not really proud of my portfolio. I don't think, oh yeah, there's loads of projects in there that I believe in or trust and stuff like that. It's just ones that I think, oh, I think that'll go up this much within a short period of time. It is all, to me, it is still about Bitcoin. So I'm just looking at ways of increasing my position in Bitcoin, and whether that be holding on to these shit coins and gaining some Satoshi value. But this is the point of my video today. We're about 8 minutes in now to my live video. I'm finally getting there. Will the price of Bitcoin, the sudden rise of it, be too fast for you to be able to sell your shit coins and exchange it in for Bitcoin? So let's just say you notice Bitcoin in the morning is going up dramatically. It's gone from 8,000 to 12,000. Boom, just like that. And you think, shit, Bitcoin's on the move. Right, log into Binance or whatever exchange it is you use. Sell your Lend coin or OX or whatever these other coins are. You cash them in, or you try to, but for Bitcoin. But generally, when a currency is fluctuating in price very quickly, whether that's going up or down, a lot of the exchanges actually halt the exchange of that coin, because obviously it's so volatile, and obviously they need to cover themselves that all of a sudden they don't lose millions of dollars worth, you know, because of some weird fluctuation in price one day. So therefore, they stop you. Now you're sitting there thinking, shit, and you try again. You try and do it about 10 times. And then all of a sudden now Bitcoin's now worth 14k, 15k, 16k, 17k. And you're thinking, shit, oh, I need to buy more Bitcoin. Because it's going up so much. I'll make so much profit today if I had it all in Bitcoin. And then obviously by the time you buy in, it's now at the, whatever, let's just say 30k. Yeah, it's at the 30k. And all of a sudden your exchange allows you to buy back in. You buy in at the 30k. Bitcoin is at 30k for a day, 2 days, and then it drops off a bit. It goes down to 25k or something like that. And you're like, fuck, now I've lost money. So, you know, and then what happens then is that the altcoins, they follow behind. So they're behind Bitcoin, like, oh, you know, let me keep up. And then you notice that these other coins are going up, you know, I don't know, your OX and your Lencoin or whatever. Now you want to buy them back because, but you're ended up buying them back at a higher price. I don't know. So this was something that someone pointed out to me. I had a conversation, and I suppose what I'm really trying to say is that when you do have a good gain with an altcoin or a shitcoin or whatever you want to call it, you need to have in your mind, I suppose, either a predetermined price that you're happy to sell at, or just a general, you know, like a percentage or a time, you know, 10 times gain or whatever, because it doesn't matter how fast your coin rises. When Bitcoin has that day, when it does rise rapidly, you're not going to be quick enough. You know, unless you have some serious bots in place, you're never going to be able to cash out your shit coins fast enough to exchange it back for Bitcoin on that day that it does rise. And therefore, obviously, you're going to miss the boat or the train or whatever you want to call it. And I thought of this as I was thinking about doing this video today. I was thinking about, if you imagine like a wide open, say, desert space, like a massive area, and someone challenges you to get to the other side, and there's like 10 cars. They all run at different speeds. And you're on one car and it's driving forward, and they all set off and they're all sort of chugging along at their own speed. And you think, oh, I think this one's gonna, and you have to jump from that car into another car. Now imagine if all of a sudden one car is just moving along slowly, but it's the most reliable one. You jump off that car onto some other one that's less reliable, but it's going fast. But then all of a sudden the most reliable car, it just one day has, you know, it shoots fast forward. You can't jump quick enough out of the other coin into the fast one. And that's, I don't know, that's just a metaphor, something that popped in my mind when I was thinking about it. That's just the visuals that I had in my head of someone trying to jump, a bit like the Frogger game, you know, where you're trying to cross the river and that. There's always those logs that move really fast. I feel like, you know, it's going to be too fast to... So if that's true, it doesn't really matter how much... it doesn't then matter how much your coins go up by. It really doesn't, because unless you're cashing out your altcoin or shitcoin for US dollars, that's that quick, you know, which you can't. Normally, you have to cash them in for Bitcoin and then transfer the Bitcoin over to Coinbase or somewhere like that, and then convert it back into British pounds or US dollars, and then obviously send it back to yourself. Unless you can do that quick, it's not going to happen. Because if you look at, when you look at exchanges, the altcoins are normally valued in Satoshi format, but then they just put in there, which roughly equates to $10. So if you're using that metric, when the price of Bitcoin shoots up loads, one Satoshi has now tripled in price. So in terms of US dollar or fiat currency. So when you're trying to exchange your Envian or OX or Lend, whatever, I'm just trying to think of coins off the top of my head, Dogecoin, you know, fucking Trump coin, fuck token. We all love a bit of fuck token. When you try and cash those in for Bitcoin, obviously the exchanges are going to give you what they're worth in Satoshis, which equates to a certain amount of US dollar. Obviously, if the price of Bitcoin goes up so fast, the Satoshi level is going to be triple, quadruple, whatever. So it's only going to be worth, you know, a quarter of the amount of Satoshis. So it doesn't matter that your altcoin has gone up 50%, this month or 100%, until you cash it out, it's irrelevant, because the day that Bitcoin does shoot up in price, you lose all those gains. You'll lose it. So you might be thinking, well, Glenn, if you're saying all this, so what's the strategy? You know, I'm not giving financial advice. This is just thoughts that I've, thought of myself. David says, hi. Welcome, David. Dean also says, like shopping queue. Like shopping queue. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Dean. Do you mean like when you're at the supermarket and you jump from one queue to another? I suppose that's a good analogy. So anyway, that was the thoughts that I had today. I thought I'd share them with you. It was quite an interesting fact. Yeah, that is annoying, isn't it? Let's face it. When we jump from one queue to another at the supermarket, at the tills, and then you see the queue next to you moving a lot faster, you think, oh, fuck, why didn't I get in that one? And you can't get out now because there's someone behind you. You can't get out. You can't put all your food back in the shopping cart and go and join the other queue. So you just end up staying where you are, and obviously you just take ages. So yeah, that's probably a better that's probably a better example than my car across the desert one. So well done for that, Dean. So yeah, what are your guys' thoughts? Do you think that there is room for holding on to altcoins, and do you think you'll be able to cash them out quick enough to exchange it for Bitcoin? This is something that I was thinking about today. So anyway, going back to you guys might be thinking, well, Glenn, what's the strategy? So thinking about it aloud, and again, I'm not giving financial advice. This is just thoughts that obviously I've got off the top of my head. Is it not just better then to just hold on to, say, Bitcoin all year round to obviously get these 10 odd days of massive gains? I suppose that would be one of the better strategies. That goes back to the original thought process that I had going into cryptocurrency of just holding. Or is it better to just continuously keep an eye on Bitcoin? Because we don't know when it's going to happen. We don't know when these massive gains are going to happen, or if they are going to happen at all. So you've literally just got to hold on in the hope that it will happen over the course of a year. So then you'll be watching all these other coins going up. Oh, God. I looked at that coin. Spread your risk, though. BTC is like 60% of my holdings. Yep, so that's a good idea. So obviously most of your money in Bitcoin, so that when that big pump does happen, you're going to be a part of it. And then have the other percentage into other currencies that are going to maybe go up themselves. I don't know. That's my thoughts of the day. BitGlen's Thought Corner. Is Bitcoin going to shoot up massively? Right, by the way, love your channel. Thanks for that, Poodoo Jabba. Unusual name. Thanks for that. The Telegram group chat, if you want to join it, there's a description down below. Click the link and you can jump in on that. A lot of people joining it and chatting and being a part. I've always said, actually, from the beginning, I've probably got the best cryptocurrency community on YouTube, and I still stick to that. David says, BTC will rise. Have I spelt rise wrong? Raise. You put raise. Okay. Yeah, so what else has been going on? I've shared my thoughts yesterday about obviously cryptocurrency being shit on an iPhone. I'm going to actually borrow a laptop from my mother-in-law so I can register my... Because I said to you guys about registering your EOS tokens. Make sure you do it. I haven't done it myself. So I need to get on, and I play poker as well. Everything is a raise. Yeah, so I need to register my own tokens, actually. Being a bit of a hypocrite, I haven't done it myself. And then I think I'm actually, I don't know, obviously everyone always has a pop at me about my blockfolio, saying, oh, Glenn, your portfolio's all over the place, it's a mess. I don't particularly believe in a lot of the projects. I don't believe in hardly any of them, to be honest. So I don't know, is it not a better plan to cash them out now at the lower price, knowing full well that they probably will go up, in the hope that the ones you do believe in, they go up just as much, if not more? I don't know. It's a tricky one. I suppose, if Bitcoin goes up, generally the others go up with it, but they're a bit behind. So you're always going to have a knock-on effect, I suppose. But I don't know. It's really hard, guys. It's really hard. I've noticed yet again, actually, this is a complete side note from cryptocurrency. This is to do with YouTube. I've noticed that the price of Bitcoin, when it goes down, a lot of YouTubers stop doing videos. Hussein says, are you thinking about any ICOs, or are you done with that? No, I would still invest in ICOs. Obviously, the ICO that I'm most excited about at the moment is obviously EOS. EOS ICO finishes when the mainnet launch happens June the 2nd, which is this Saturday. So I'm excited about that. And if that platform takes off, then we could be seeing a massive influx in the price of that, and also the amount of ICOs and airdrops and stuff like that, a bit like Ethereum happening on EOS. So there's going to be plenty more to come of those, and obviously I'll let you guys know as soon as I am interested in one. So good question, Hussein. What about yourself? Is there any ICOs that you particularly are looking at the moment? Poodoo Jubba says, haha, this is true. I've noticed the effect on Twitter too. When BTC is down, people stop tweeting their charts. That is true. No, I noticed, a lot of YouTubers, once Bitcoin price goes down, there's no videos. There's no new videos to post, to talk about. I'd say probably the most consistent YouTuber out there. Well, consistent, I suppose. One that I like anyway is Crypto News. I know I keep blowing his trumpet, but he generally, even if it's just him talking in the car, he does some really good videos. He's got a lot of knowledge in the space. It doesn't seem to be shilling or selling anything. So yeah, I really like Crypto News. I'd love to do a video with him one day, but obviously I'm a lot smaller YouTuber in a different country, so he probably never even heard of me or seen my videos. So he's a good one. But yes, a lot of the others, it seems like that, I don't know if it's maybe like a down feeling, like if Bitcoin goes down, you sort of get like you feel down yourself, obviously, because you've invested in something. And I don't think it's just money. I don't ever think, oh no, I've lost $100 today. It's more like, like I've been telling everyone this is the cheapest it's going to be this year, and I don't know. And when that happens, you feel a bit deflated. And I suppose for someone doing YouTube videos about it, it's hard to then go online, do a video and be like, hey, like, Bitcoin's down again today. Yes, let's talk about that. So I don't know. It's hard to get the excitement level up. I mean, obviously, I've I generally, and I honestly do these videos because I enjoy doing them. And that's the God's honest truth. I earn absolutely zero from doing any of these videos. I've never, I was discussing it with someone this evening, and they said about why were you doing Envying videos, because you had a referral link. And I said, no, the only, I said the only thing I've ever had really that I've actually earned anything from was hash flare, and even that I've shown you guys, which was probably, I'd say all in total maybe $700 worth in referrals, which is still good money. I'm not knocking it. That's hash flare, but Envian never earned a penny from. Obviously, I've lost money in Envian, so if anything, the whole experience has lost me money. YouTube, doing YouTube videos in general, never earn a penny from them. I do not earn any money from doing YouTube videos. Obviously, I have the Team BitGlen merchandise page. I've had about 3 or 4 people buy stuff from there. Obviously, I only get a certain cut because the company that make it, ship it, they receive most of the money. I only get a small percentage of it, so I've probably earned about $60 to $80 off that. And you're talking about a 7-month period. So I've given my self to YouTube for about 7 or 8 months now, and I'd say all in total I've probably earned about $1,000 worth of stuff, which if you divide that over 7 months is probably about, I don't know, I can't work that out. $80 worth or something like that. So I don't know. I just do it because I enjoy it. I enjoy talking about it. So to me, the price of Bitcoin going down or up or whatever, it doesn't matter. I still enjoy talking to you guys, and I enjoy the community and hearing your thoughts and learning. Still to this day, I'm learning about new ICOs, new technologies, new blockchains. I'm learning loads. Although I haven't got any equipment to do proper research at the minute, I'm just doing everything on my phone. Which isn't the best experience, as I pointed out. But even that is a learning curve, because I'm like, now I know what it's like for, there are people in the world that don't have computers. Until I bought my MacBook Pro, I didn't have a laptop. I did everything on my phone or iPad because I never needed to. I was at work. I had a work computer, and if I wanted to do anything that involved the computer, I used to wait until I went back to work the next day or something. So I didn't have a need for a computer at home. Now I need a computer. Like I can't live without it now at home. I need to have one. So this last week, 2 weeks has been horrible, like really horrible. So I need to sort that out ASAP, really. What have you guys said? David said EOS is a game changer. Hussein says, have you looked into TCRs? They are the tokens where the holders do the work on the platform. I've never ever heard of TCR. So I'll have to have a look into that. EOS, easy use for developers, looks interesting. I'll get onto EOS in a second, Dean. B says, as long as it's only for his trumpet. What does that mean? Only? As long as it's only for his trumpet. I know what you're referring to, B. I've just clocked on. Sneaky. Hussein says, but Glenn, there are loads of projects that are doing amazing things. Proof of stake, proof of location, TCR's new platform, etc. Loads of good content. Oh, yeah, there's loads. Yeah, there's so much that you can learn. And I really enjoy it. I really enjoy learning and talking to you guys about it. Even when people correct me on stuff, I'm learning. When you're at school, they say, teacher puts on the board, they write up a maths question, don't they? And they say, right, who knows the answer to this? Everyone puts their hand up, and someone might say, oh, the answer's 11, and the teacher will say, nope. Anyone else? And then the person who got it wrong are like, oh shit, what is the answer? Now I look like an idiot, and then you're really interested. You're like, I want to know now. And he'll say, right, the answer's 12, and you think, fuck yeah, because of that, and that. So I'm learning about cryptocurrency, sharing it with you guys. And even when people say to me, no, Glenn, you're wrong about that, I'm like, am I? Why? What do you mean? And then they tell me, and all of a sudden I'm more engaged, I'm more switched on, I'm learning. So even during the down times, I still really enjoy cryptocurrency. maybe once I've been doing this for a year, 2 years, if I stick it out that long, then maybe, yeah, I'll get bored of it. But I enjoy it. So I hope you guys get that feeling from me. And I hope you guys enjoy this content as well. I've been thinking about, I'm just rambling on now. My point was made in the first 10 minutes of the video. This is just me rambling on because I haven't got anything else to do. The wife and kids are all in bed asleep. This is my time to just open my thoughts up with you guys. Poodoo says, yeah, you always have a positive attitude. What I've noticed for the last few months, especially through the NVMS. Yeah, I was really, I was down about the NVMe, and even actually they released a video, either in the last, I don't know, 48 hours. So I've literally just started watching it. And normally with NVMe videos, I believe Lorette made one, and he shared it on the Facebook group on there. Someone shared it on there. Giving his side against the CEO with some other guy. Normally I'm really engaged and switched on with anything they're doing, but I've switched off from envying completely. I don't trust anything that comes out of their mouth now. I have no interest. I was literally, the reason that this video is a bit later than I wanted it to be, I was on the phone to my friend for 20 minutes. He was asking me, Glenn, how do I do a charge back on my credit card? And I was saying, well, what about this, what about that, you know, da, 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 da. He was saying it wasn't as easy as just saying, can I do a charge back? They've actually requested proof that he hasn't received the what he should have received for his investment. And they actually went on the MVM website and they've said that he needs to provide evidence that they haven't given him what they said they would, which technically they have. They give you the coin, but they're not giving you dividend payouts. But I suppose they've never actually given a time frame of when they were going to pay those out. So therefore, technically, they haven't done anything wrong yet. I don't know. So he was like, Glenn, what do I do? I said, I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know. So yeah, I just can't bring myself to listen to any of their crap anymore. Hussein says, it's a fine line. Buy a coin that you believe in and people will blame you if it goes wrong. Or buy and only tell them if it moons. Then people will say, why didn't you tell us? That is true, actually. For a YouTuber, or anyone in a public space, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or even just friends and family. If I say, hey, guess what? EOS has gone up like 10 times. You know, I had $400 worth, now it's worth $4,000 or something, whatever. The first thing they're going to say is, why didn't you tell us? You know, but then if you tell them to invest in EOS or anything, whatever, and it doesn't 10 times, they're going to be like, why'd you tell us to invest in this? It hasn't gone up in price, it's gone down. And you're like, oh, fuck. So, like, the only way you can win is if you say, here, invest in this, you know, invest in this EOS. Then it goes up. They're happy. You're happy. And that's the only way you can win. But that means you have to continuously advise people the right thing to do, how to make, basically you have to make other people millionaires and they will be happy with you. Which is not an easy task, because if you knew how to be a millionaire, one, you'd be one yourself, and secondly, obviously, you'd bring your friends and family along for that ride as well, I suppose. But there you go, can't win. So I like sharing my thoughts with you guys. I actually prefer, if you think of YouTube as just a social platform, a social media, which obviously it is, it's the same as me posting something on Facebook or Twitter. Frederick, how you doing, Fred? I should have probably put in the Telegram group chat actually saying, hey guys, I'm going live, because I didn't today, and I don't think the guys are in here. Fred, actually, can you do that for me? Can you quickly go on and say Glenn's live if anyone wants to join in? Yeah, so my main point today of this video was talking about, will Bitcoin rise too fast for you to exchange your shit and altcoins back into Bitcoin while it's increasing massively in price over a set few days. I don't know. It's a tricky one. Yeah, so I enjoy doing these YouTube videos. I enjoy talking to you guys. Another criticism I get, and I've had this ever since I've been doing YouTube videos, that my videos are too long. Oh, look, Fred's done it. Good old Fred. Thanks, Fred. I knew there was a reason I made you an admin. I enjoy doing these videos. I enjoy talking to you guys. But talking to you guys is hard to do in a very short period of time. So if I was just doing videos like this, hey guys, there's some news that's come out today. MVN are a scam. They've said this, they've said that, blah, 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 blah. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Bye. And then end the video. Yeah. I can do that sort of style of content, but generally my live videos, I like to talk to you guys. So like Russell's commenting now saying, what's up? I'm reading what he's saying. Then obviously we talk about whatever he's just said. That takes time. So generally my videos are a bit too long, I suppose. PJ says, what did I miss? You're always late, PJ. Always late for the party. Actually, PJ, you've got some obviously interesting views on things. I know that you think that EOS is a nice green board. Yeah, this is the plasterboard. I still haven't finished plasterboard in the crypto shed. Boo. I need to buy some more insulation before I put the boards up. What was I saying? PJ, you think EOS is a scam coin or a shit coin? There you go, EOS is shit. I need to say that at some point. What are your thoughts? Why do you think that? I'd love to hear your points. There's also David in here who's very passionate about EOS. But yeah, everyone has different thoughts on different coins. Russell says, I'm thinking the same. And why is that, Russell? Like, what are your guys' thoughts about EOS? Obviously, the mainnet launch is happening Saturday. So we've got the main launch happening. Now, I said actually weeks ago, what I think will happen is as we get closer to the mainnet launch, people are going to talk about it being a scam because obviously people are going to lose out on their unregistered ERC20 tokens. Now, that seems to be happening. It seems to be coming true what I said, because I've noticed a lot of articles saying EOS is scam, EOS is, you know, people losing out, there's a flaw, there's, you know, stuff that's happening. So all the ETH that they have. Hussein says, did you see John Oliver bit about it? Who's John Oliver? I don't know about him. PJ says, they have a 2 billion war chest and the mainnet is plugged with shit. Oh, I see. You're saying they've raised over $2 billion and they've still got issues. Well, yeah, I suppose so. I mean, you've got to expect with any new... Really, blockchains are just code, aren't they? They're just code that runs online. With any new code, you've got to expect some sort of flaw, manipulations, loopholes, and really the only way, unfortunately, to discover those and combat them is time. You need time. Someone really clever is going to come along and figure out a way of hacking Bitcoin at some point, and it's what the development team and what the community decides to do from that point onwards that is gonna you know, and that's the same with any coin, any algorithm or any code, you know. That's what I believe anyway. Did you see John Oliver? Fred says, right now EOS is just a hype, let's see how they do in the next year. David says, LOL. PJ says they can be hacked super easy. David says, ROFL. John Oliver, the comedian, has that HBO show. We don't have HBO over in the UK. I've never heard of John Oliver. Oh no, is he that news guy that does the reports? But yeah, I know it's getting more and more talked about, isn't it? Cryptocurrency, which is good, really good. More adoption, more people hear about it. I don't think there's that much adoption at the moment. I think the people that jumped in when it was funny, because John Oliver, I think I know who you mean now. The guy with the glasses, that he does like news reports, but he's a comedian. Uh, I'm not a huge fan of him, to be honest. He seems like a bit of a dick, but I swear I've seen him in some other stuff in the UK. I didn't like him then either, but I don't know. I don't know. He is. Come on, Poodoo. High five. Um, yeah, so EOS obviously is going live. We're going to see what happens with the mainnet launch. I believe the price will dip a bit when the mainnet goes live. Just because it seems like whenever a mainnet goes live with any cryptocurrency, investors seem to pull out a little bit. I assume in case something happens. I give 25% discount for payment in crypto. Put your money in ZRX. ZRX? What's that? That's, ain't that OX? ZRX. Is that right? Yeah, I don't know. What I was discussing, PJ and Fred, you weren't here at the time either, is about Bitcoin. If it goes up in value so quick over a very short period of time, I'm talking in a couple of days or a day, you know, it goes from 10k to 30k very quickly. You're not going to be able to sell your shit coins or altcoins quick enough to exchange them back for Bitcoin. Or even if you do, the value in Satoshis is going to be literally a quarter of the amount. By the time you do get round to selling them, then you're buying back into Bitcoin at an all-time high, and then obviously then you want to try and convert them back from Bitcoin back into a shitcoin that's going up as well, because they generally follow after. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Do you feel that the best strategy is to just hold on to Bitcoin all year long in the hope for these, say, 10 days? Thomas Lee said that Bitcoin generally has its best days over 10 days of a year. Is it best to just hold on to Bitcoin for those 10 days over the whole year? Or is it better to day trade, and when you notice like all of a sudden there's a uptrend in Bitcoin, to cash them back out? Can you do it quick enough? Is that possible? Can you get the best price on Bitcoin? I don't know. It's hard to say. Now, I actually said a while back when Bitcoin went down to 6k, this is going to be the cheapest I think we'll see Bitcoin this year. And when the price went down to 7,200 a couple of days ago, I thought, ooh, are we going to see, you know, 5.5k, 6k again, and I'm going to look like an idiot? Not that I'm, you know, fucking, not that I know something that everyone else doesn't know. It's just obviously a prediction I made. That's just something that popped into my head, but it bounced back up. It went to 7.4, 7.5 today, I believe, or yesterday. Hussein says, I honestly think Bitcoin is dead. What's the future in it? BCC is doing what Bitcoin claims to be about. I think the platform, projects, and work tokens are the future. Never day trade, buy for the long term. What, so you're saying, I know that BCC, I think in other countries, stands for Bitcoin Cash. Is that what you mean? I assume you're not talking about BitConnect. BitConnect! Oh, my voice is gone. I can't do it. I love BitConnect. Fred says, diversify into things you really believe in. That is a good... The thing is, you're covered both ways then. If you really believe in a project, whether it goes up or down or not, you don't generally care because you believe in the project. Obviously, I really believed in Envian. I honestly did. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done videos about him. I wouldn't have talked about him. I wouldn't have mentioned it. You know, I genuinely believed that Envian were the real deal. and that didn't get me very far. So that's why my thought process has changed recently. Poodoo says, Glenn, have you looked into Electronium? I did in the past, and I didn't like the look of it, so I never took it past that. I will again. Obviously, I'm doing my top 100 cryptocurrencies. I'm not sure if Electronium is in the top 100, but if it is, I'll be doing a video about it, which means I have to do a couple of hours research, or a couple of days worth of research, as some of them seem to take me. Dean says, BitConnect, Coin Cash. Hussein says, sorry, I meant Bitcoin Cash, not BCC, LOL. Poodoo says, barely lately, like 99. Well, if it stays in the top 100, at some point I will be doing a video. Soon as I get my 27-inch iMac, I'll be cranking out the videos. I'm going to try and sort of do like 3 or 4 videos, record them in a day, but then schedule them to release one every day. So you'll have like one video from me every day. And then obviously in those 3 or 4 days, I'll be recording some sort of like ahead of myself. And then what I'll do is I'll do live streams like this, so it's current and up to date, you know. That's my plan anyway. I can't wait. I can't wait for this room to be done, and I can't wait for the setup to go live. I've noticed that my subscribers has stagnated. I seem to have been stuck on 1,170 for ages now. Well, it seems like ages anyway. I say that when I first started this channel 6-7 months ago, I was doing videos saying like, thanks for top 100, you know, first 100 subscribers. I was over the moon with that. But when you see something rise steadily and then all of a sudden it stops, you start to think, oh shit, have I done something wrong? Am I doing something, you know, should I change my format? Should I change everything I do? But then obviously you're upsetting the first 1,000 people that followed you in the first place. And then obviously to please the next 1,000 that might join you. So I don't know. But then if you just stick to the 1,000, like, you know, I don't know. Generally, my videos always tend to get about between 100 to 150 views. So to me, that says that genuinely about 100 people watch my videos regularly on a sort of daily basis. 100 different people, which is really good. I think that's fantastic. And I know that people watch them all the way through, because people will contact me and mention something that I said towards the end of a video or like halfway through a video. And I think, God, they must have sat there and watched that whole hour-long video. Now, the only other way I can do this is if I was to split it into different videos. So let's say I started this video off and I talked about what I want to talk about, and I end the video. I say, right, that's it from me, guys. Bye, bye, bye. And the video's like 10 minutes long. And then I end the video. Then I do a new video straight after, and I call it BitGlen's live chat ramblings or something like that. And I don't know, that's something that I was thinking about the other day. What do you guys think? Do you think that'd be good? And then I can say, but then I'd have to say to the people watching that video, come join me for the live chat in 10 minutes or so, or something like that. I don't know. Something that I'm thinking about. And then people can just watch the quick 10-minute video, and if they think, nah, I don't want to watch Glenn chatting shit for 40 minutes, then they can skip that next video. Muhammad Ali says, I bought Envium with credit card. Can I get my money back if I contact my bank? I'm not actually sure how that process works, Muhammad Ali. I know that one of my regular viewers, Baby London, he said that he done it with his, I believe. He got his money back, and so did a couple of others. Maybe if you join our Telegram group chat and ask one of the guys that have actually done it, they might be able to advise you better. I don't want to say something that's going to make you lose money with your credit card company or something like that. So I'd hate to misinform you. So I really wouldn't want to give like a statement on this video, how to do chargebacks on credit cards. Tony says, yes, Electronium is going to keep getting better. and better, especially after the ASIC resistance, small block window, patent pending instant payments, plus more in the works. Just thought update today. That's interesting. I've never actually kept my eye on Electronium. I don't know what the prices are, what they've been, where they're going, what their plans are. So all of that you've just said to me, Tony, is completely new. Maybe it's saying that I should keep an eye out for. David says, LOL. Poodoo says, yeah, I think people should take a second look. It took a dump since December, but the project is pretty cool. It's a UK project. Maybe I can look into it and maybe contact the UK team and maybe go and meet them in person or something like that. There is possibility some way to get chargeback, but there may be time limits. Yes, I know that certain credit cards have a time frame, but different companies, different banks do things different way. Muhammad Ali says, don't worry about it. LOL. Can't lose any more money. I know that feeling, brother. Yeah, it's not good, is it? But I'm really hoping that one day, obviously I invest in a project and they do really well, and I can do a video and say, look, I've made 100 times gain, and then maybe people have a bit more respect for me, because obviously at the minute, the two things I've mainly talked about on this YouTube channel are mining and obviously Envying. Envying's turned out to be a scam. At the moment, mining isn't as popular or profitable. Envying obviously have completely screwed up what they had going for them. So yeah, I feel like I've taken a knock, but the only saving grace, I suppose, on my behalf is that I can honestly say, and as you guys will know, and you can contact Envying yourselves if you don't believe me, I never had any sort of Envying referral link. I didn't get any bonus, any bounty. I didn't receive any commission from them. I've never had any contact from Envying to say, look, talk about our video. If anything, I had the opposite. I got blocked from the Envying group chat. I had Lorette message me and call me out because I mentioned Hashflare in my videos, and he said, you have to remove all your videos about Hashflare, otherwise we'll get the police involved. So really, he threatened me to take me to court or whatever. I don't know. So I've had the complete opposite. I wish I never, ever mentioned Envying. Ever. But then saying that, I wouldn't have maybe got such a big YouTube following at an earlier stage. So I suppose that has helped with my YouTube channel. But I wish that I'd invested in something else from the start of this YouTube channel. And that's me being honest. Tony says, LOL, Russell Bailey, ETN has taken a dump like every other coin since December, plus all ASIC miners were dumping on exchanges. Dump no more. Mark my words. Dean says, this is early days in crypto and we are in it. We're all going up in the end. It's remaining quite positive, Dean. I like your attitude. Electronium is based in Kent. Oh, so it's only a half-hour drive from me. However, Envying is legal disputes in so many automatic. Don't worry about it in case they lose any more money. Yes, something else also that's hard is that obviously when you do YouTube videos, or if you've got some sort of presence on social media, it's very easy for other people, a lot of people, to voice their opinion and try and convince, say, me or other people to take part in other scams or other coins. So you really have to have sort of a set approach, if you like. So say if I get messaged by 10 different people and they all say, Glenn, you should do this. How do I know which one is the one to believe in and the one to dismiss? You don't. So then what you have to do is listen to what all of them say, and then go and do your own research, and then you choose yourself. It has to be you choose it yourself. Please do not watch any of my videos and just say, oh, Glenn's told me I should do this, and then go and do it. Or Superman or Crypto Daily or whoever. Don't just do whatever they tell you to do. Or I'm not saying that you do what they say, but let's say they go, oh, today we're talking about electronium or something, or saying, you know, like that. And then you just think, oh, they've said I should invest in that, I'm going to go and do it. Because you're always at the end of that chain. There's only one way that's, you know, you're going to lose out. And the person who's probably promoted it is going to gain. So, I don't know. I don't know. I've tried to remain as honest as I can be, and obviously I don't earn any money or any, I've never earned any profit from any talking about Envian, Hashflare. Oh, actually, sorry. The only thing I've ever earned is Hashflare. I had a referral link, which is down below. I get, I think it's 10% cut, a commission, if you like. They pay me in Bitcoin, in my Bitcoin wallet with them. But I haven't had one of those for ages. Well, I don't know. I haven't checked my Hashflare account for a week or so. But when I first started talking about Hashflare, and when it was quite profitable to do Hashflare, I was getting loads of people join up with my referral link. And out of all of those join ups, I think I had about 30 people that used my referral link. Some people were only using it for, like, you know, say $20. So I was getting like $2 worth of Bitcoin, which is, you know, hardly anything. But then I was just reinvesting it. So they helped me get 24 terahashes or whatever I've got now. But yeah, that's the only saving grace I've got, I think, at the minute. I think if I had some sort of referral link for Envian, I think that would have been my YouTube channel probably finished. If I'd really pushed them or promoted them. Or shield it. You know, I even done videos saying Envian a scam. You know, like, I couldn't have made it any clearer that I wasn't too sure about them. I was literally just going ahead with the whole premise that they were going to be this scalable mining solution. And obviously I thought, oh, I'd rather invest in a big company like that are going to mine for me rather than go out and buy my own mining equipment. And that's it. That is literally my whole thought process. And obviously I've tried to share that with you guys. But anyway, this video is going up to an hour long now, so I suppose I should wrap it up. Thank you for everyone joining. Richard Els is Electronium CEO, by the way. Okay, I'll buy ETN now. Team. Past work, do your research. If it looks good, go on Reddit, say it's the best. Wait for people to rip you off to bits, then you know what is wrong with it. I think someone at ETM would love to have a local shout out in the UK. At BitGlen, I bet you could get an interview with Richard Els, no problem. He has given many other YouTubers that opportunity, plus you are local. I'll have to check that out, guys. I'll have to read your comments because you guys have commented quite a bit there, and it would be a bit boring for me to sit there and read. Yeah, I'd do an interview with him. I need to learn more about the coin first before I got to the stage where I interview the CEO of the company. I don't really know much about them. I know at first they were trying to be a coin that was mineable on mobile phones, and I remember my friend really liked it, and he tried to mine himself off his iPhone, but then he stopped doing it, I think. I can't remember. So yeah, I've just never really paid attention to him since then, really. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I will. That's it really from me, guys. I've been talking for an hour now. I've gone through ramblings. I'll look forward to seeing you guys. I'm probably, if I'm being honest, I'm only going to be in the UK tomorrow and then maybe Friday morning. And like I say, I'm actually going abroad. We don't know where yet. As soon as I finish this video, I need to book online. It's either going to be Spain, France, Germany, Sweden. It's just me and my friend Dan. We're just going to pick somewhere random. We was going to go Gothenburg, but the flights have gone up to £100 per person, and then the cheapest hotels we can find were about £90 per night, and we're looking to go for 3 nights. So all of a sudden it was like a £400 weekend, plus obviously we want spending money while we're out there, food and drink and that. So we were like, God, we're going to spend like £700-800. And I said, well, I don't want to do that. You know, I was thinking we were going to spend like 250 for the whole thing. That's flights, accommodation and food and drink. So I said, why don't we just go somewhere cheap? Like, and for us, obviously being in the UK, Spain or France is like, you know, probably get a flight for like 30 quid. So I think that's where we're heading now. But I actually said to him, give me half an hour, 40 minutes. I'm going to do a live YouTube video, and then I'm going to look into flights. So I don't know, where do you guys think I should go away for a weekend? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment down below. But yeah, while I'm abroad, I don't know, it's going to cost me a bomb to do a live stream. I don't know, actually. I think my minutes go Amsterdam, lol. Yeah, I've been to Amsterdam before. I'd like to go back. Tony says, oh wait, so are you getting drunk? Bit Glen abroad live stream. David says Spain. Yeah, I probably would do one of them. But all I'm trying to say is that between Friday and Monday, you may not hear from me. You may not see a video from me. I might not be that active in the Telegram group chat, depending on my data abroad. Wherever it is I decide I'm going, I need to book the flights either tonight or tomorrow, because then we'll be flying the next day. I need to ring up my network and say, look, how can I use my data abroad? I have like 100 gig data on my phone. So I've got the data, but can I use it abroad? If I can, then I'll do a live stream. And I may be drunk, so you may get a drunk Bit Glen abroad live stream. But if I can't use my internet abroad, and if I'm going to get charged like £10 for every megabyte I use, I won't be doing a live stream unless I've got really good Wi-Fi in the hotel or something. But I'll figure it out. I'm sure you guys will see me over the weekend, but I would hate to do that massive spiel about how big YouTubers don't do YouTube videos when the cryptocurrency goes down, and then I disappear for like 5 days. You guys go, oh, he's just as bad as them. So, but I'm not. I'm generally going away for a weekend. Germany and Holland are very expensive, so go to Spain. So that's 2 of you have said that. Yeah, to be honest, me and my friend, if I'm being completely honest, this is between us. Yeah, this is you're not going to pass this back on. I'm just, I whisper it. I'm just really looking forward to not having the wife and kids about. I don't care where we go. I just think, oh yes, a weekend without waking up in the middle of the night, crying, baby feeds, my wife having a go at me about something. I haven't changed the bin. I'm just looking forward to just sitting back, chilling, maybe catching some sun, having a few beers. So yeah, wherever. I don't care where we go for that. I don't even care if it's in the UK or wherever. But yeah, my friend is really wanting to go abroad, so we thought we'd do that. Drunk live stream from McDonald's. They have those in Europe, right? That would be epic. Epic. Do you know what, Tony? That is... You've just named all my favourite things in the world at the minute in one sentence. I got pretty drunk the other day, actually, and I was thinking about doing a live video, but I was so tired. I thought I'd end up dozing off again, which I don't want to make a habit of doing in my live videos. My 2 and Mrs. are away until Friday. Know what you mean. Nice, Dean. Weekend to yourself. This all started off, actually, if you want to know a bit of my personal life, nothing to do with crypto. My wife, she, did we just become friends? We did, Tony. Of course, you're part of Team Bit, Glen. You're in the team. My wife, she booked to go away with her friend to a caravan site with the kids. Now, her friend hasn't got a boyfriend at the moment, but she's got kids. So she said, oh, it'll be a bit awkward if you and Glenn go because you'll be a couple doing couple things and I'll be on my own. So she said, no, it's all right. Glenn's not coming. I heard this and I was like, so I said, oh, am I not going? Oh, that's a shame. What am I going to do that weekend? And she said, oh, I don't know. I feel really bad now. What, should I not go? No, you go. Have a good time. Don't worry about it. I was straight on the phone to my mate Dan. Dan, I've got a weekend to myself. What the fuck are we doing? And he's like, well, we should go abroad. And I'm like, yes, that is it. Let's go abroad. Let's get fucking smashed. Let's do whatever. And obviously, I've said to my wife now. She goes, well, what are you doing that weekend? I go, well, you are leaving me on my own. So me and Dan are thinking about going to Sweden. She went, Sweden? You're going abroad? I went, yeah. She went, we can't afford that. And I said, yeah, you're spending 300 or 400 quid a weekend away. So why can't, what do you expect me to do? Sit at home on my own eating toast? Fuck that. Me and Dan are going abroad. So that's why I said, well, I'll go. But, I've got a budget. So obviously Sweden, originally the flights were £73. And we found not even a hotel. It was a boat. Because it's quite where we was going to stay in Gothenburg, it was a now you can eat Swedish toast. That is true. Apparently they eat loads of fish out there, and I'm not a huge fan of fish, so I probably would end up eating toast anyway while I was out there. I like it. That was fun. You made me laugh there. Well done. So I said to her, oh, we're going abroad. So no, we found a boat. It was like £40 a night to stay on this boat. It had 2 beds, but the killer was it had no toilet. You had to use the public toilets and no showers, and had no Wi-Fi. So I said, no, let's pay the extra and get like a hotel room. But we're looking now at these hotel rooms, and it's like staying in London. It's like 150 quid a night. We want to stay for 3 nights. You're talking 450 plus the flights, 550 plus food plus drink. All of a sudden, it's an £800 weekend, which that wasn't the original intent. It was meant to be just a cheap weekend away while she's gone to a caravan site with the kids. So that's the plan anyway. That is the plan. But if I can use my internet while I'm out there, I will try and do a BitGlen live stream drunk in McDonald's talking about crypto. I will try and do that for you guys. Give me a thumbs up if that's what you want to see. It might not be a pretty sight watching me eat McDonald's, but god damn it, I'll do it if that's what the people want. Yes. So anyway, I'll see you guys on the next video. It's either going to be, if I don't do a video tomorrow, the likes just went up like 3 or 4 likes straight away. So if that's what you want to see, that's what I'll do. If you don't see another video from me tomorrow, then I will be abroad from the Friday, and you will probably see one from me over the weekend. And then obviously, actually Tuesday when I get back, I should be purchasing my computer. Because that'll be June the 4th then. Apple should have had their conference. They'll announce if there's going to be any updates on the iMac. I can make my decision whether to buy a new version or the older version and wait, or should I just buy one? I'll probably just buy one there because I'll get too impatient. I'll buy the iMac. Then I'll be able to start recording proper videos and not using my phone. And I'll have the money that I got from the insurance payout. Unfortunately, the money's paid to me in check, as I told you guys the other day, so I'm still waiting for that to clear, even though I paid it in Friday. Today is Wednesday, still hasn't cleared. I've got to wait until Friday, it'll clear. So by the time I come back from my weekend away, the money should have cleared, then I can just go out and buy a computer outright. So then I'll set it all up and have it hooked up to the internet. So hopefully next Wednesday, Thursday, I'm hoping to have proper videos back again. So look forward to seeing that, and obviously chatting to you guys more that way. Dean says they sell beer in Mech over there, sorry. Yeah, I know in Amsterdam they sell beer in McDonald's. BBL says, sup, boy! I made it. Just as I was finishing BBL, I was just about to wrap up. GN8 Glen. Oh, good night, Glenn. Is that meant to be? Sorry. Bit Glenn, start over for BBL. I've been chatting for 70 minutes non-stop. What do you guys want from me? Sorry, BBL. I can't do it all again. I'm sure these guys don't want to hear it from me a third time round as well. So I have actually, when I do these live videos, I used to just go straight into it, like straight into what I want to talk about. But then I realised, obviously, it takes a little while for people to join. So, like, at the start of this video, no one joined it. You know, there was like one person. Now, if I just say what I wanted to say, that one person would hear it. And then the other 10, 15 people that joined after, they also, what have I missed? What have I missed? What have I missed? It's really hard. So now what I do is, obviously, I say, hi, it's Bit Glen, subscribe, like, follow me on this, and this. That takes about 1.5 2 minutes. Normally you get a couple more people join in, and then I sort of give a little like, oh, today I'll be talking about this, and this, but before we get into that, and I'll try and talk about something else, and I try and wait. You get some YouTubers that do this, they go live, and you just see them like doing this sort of stuff, like on their computer, like, and they look up, and like, we'll go live in a minute, let's just wait for more people to join. I'm not really that kind of guy. I'd rather, even if it's just one person, I'll just talk to them, you know. So I try and just chat for a little bit, and then I go into, right, we're talking about this today. So I do try, but 70 minutes into the video, starting it all again, that would be taking a piss, I suppose. BBL Adventure says, hit the like for a drunk live stream somewhere in you. So out of everything I've discussed today, out of all the fucking like serious deep crypto I was talking about at the beginning of this video, the only thing that you guys are taking away from this whole 70-minute video is that at some point I'm going to do a drunk video in McDonald's abroad about cryptocurrency. That's the only thing you guys want. So be it. That's what will happen. If that's what the fans want, that's what they'll get. I'll see you guys on the next video, and it may be from abroad. So see you later, guys. Have a good weekend, whatever you get up to. Bye.